Morning, everybody. This is Deb, the Crafting Fool, coming to you today with a picture. Mine's going to be a little different. The next one's going to be a little different. Instead of using the snowflake, I'm going to use the star. And that comes out of the snowflakes and star wire elements. And you get a pack of 12. I'm also going to be using the Star of Light stamp set with the sediment Star of Wonder, Star of Night. I've also used the Tin Tile Dynamic Texture Impression Embossing Folder. This thing is gorgeous. Mary Marlowe cardstock, Tranquil Tide cardstock, Whisper White cardstock, some retired DSP, and the Joyous Noel DSP that is gorgeous. Okay, let's get started. I've cut down all my pieces. I have a 2x2 square of designer series paper. I have a 2 3/16 by 2 3/16 square of the Tranquil Tide. 3x5 DSP and a 3 3/16 by 5 3/16 Tranquil Tide. A 4x6 that I ran through the Big Shot and the Tin Tile Dynamic Impression folder, and a 5x7 DSP as well for the back. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue my pieces together, then I'm going to show you how I put them in the frame. I'm going to do this one a little different, only because it didn't fit in the frame quite right with the glass on the front. So you take your adhesive and glue down your DSP. You don't need a lot. You don't want it to squish out and make a mess, so you don't need a lot. Center that. And then for the next part, I'm going to use the tear and tape. I love making these pictures for gifts. A couple years ago, I made one for my family, and they really enjoyed that. So I thought, since the paper is so beautiful this year, I'd go ahead and make them again this year. I'm also doing a craft fair, so I will be making some for a craft fair. This one happens to be going to the craft fair. Get rid of my scraps. Center that down in the middle of your embossed sheet. I want this to stay together And that is why I'm using the tear and tape. I don't want it to fall apart while it's in its frame, and then it wouldn't be a very good gift or a very good sale item. So I want to make sure that I have it adhered really good. Put that down right about there. Now this one I'm going to glue, I'm going to use the, this is reversible ribbon. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's the Merlot on the one side, Mary Merlot, and it's gold on the other. And I don't know if you can see that or not, but really, really shimmery, and I love it. And this is called Mary Merlot and Copper reversible ribbon. Really nice to work with. I want that copper side up. As much as possible. That's too long. I don't want to waste any of it, so I'm trying to measure it before I cut it. I have a tendency to cut too short and then I have to recut, and I don't want to waste any of this beautiful ribbon. There it is. And it's really not that difficult to work with. It's really nice ribbon. I love how it's curling up there. That is really neat. Okay, and then I took the little star, and where did my star go? There it is. And I used some glue dots for this. I wanted to, instead of tying it, I wanted to lay on the paper flat. So I'm just putting a couple of glue dots where I think it's going to touch the paper, and that should hold it down pretty firm for me. Where to put it? Oh, there it is. Okay. This comes together pretty quick after you have everything cut. I've already stamped Star of Wonder, Star of Night, again from the Star of Light stamp set. It's a really beautiful stamp set. I got a lot of really nice stamp sets this year. They have awesome sets in the catalog. I'm just going to put this down at the bottom. And I've measured that so that it will go right across the DSP at 3 inches long. And I cut the paper so that it was just above and just below the sentiment. I didn't want to have it overhang at all or be too wide. It's not quite an inch wide at this point. Where's my tape at? tape this ribbon so it doesn't shift. There we go. Now on the other one I had put a little a pearl. I'm not going to do that here. I don't think it will look nice on this one. So now I have to adhere that here. Again, I'm going to use the tear and tape. Pick your tool. I'm using the pick your tool that we have to lift that backing off of that tear and tape if I can get it to separate from the backing. There you go. Make that as even as possible. Excuse my head if it's getting in the way. That looks good. Take my frame. I got these frames at Michael's. I am actually going to put the glass inside, not on the outside, because I did not like the way that it smashed down the ribbon, and it didn't do the picture justice to have the glass in front of it. And since this is not a shadow box, it will look better on the outside instead of being smashed down like the other one. And there you have it. The ribbon's on the outside. Everything's on the outside of the frame, but it's framed up and it looks really nice. See, in this one, it smashed down the ribbon. I really wasn't a fan of that. So I like this one better. Okay, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed watching my video. Still not very good at this, but I'm trying to do better. If you have any comments and suggestions on how I can do that, let me know. If you'd like to shop, my online store is the craftingfool.stampinup.net. Again, that's craftingfool.stampinup.net. And if you want to see me at my blog, it's thecraftingfool.blogspot.com. Okay, thanks. Goodbye, everybody.